hearse that he himself designed. We'll see the members of the royal family who will follow the coffin to St. George's Chapel.
And the unity of everyone. So much respect from these people. Look at Christ, King Philip, almost 100 years old. King Philip is a very brave man of integrity, and a man of legacy, and a man of love, and so much respect bring by his countrymen because of his great heart and his
Very powerful also to see that members of the staff of the royal palaces, we saw them lined up with the black armbands, will also be part of that procession following the coffin as it makes its way
brothers
to St. George's.
all over the world. This is your Manang ng Bayan, and I would like to say something about the life of our King Philip. He was a mirror to every individual in the world. You know, he became king by his love. And I was touched by his story, the romance stories, at the age of 18, and Queen Elizabeth was 13 when they started to know each other. And he was King Philip when he saw Queen Elizabeth. There's already a spark in his heart, and they started to know each other by a letter. And I was so amazed by their story, and they became one, and they started a family. And then he became, one time, I don't know how many years, and he became king. And you know what is the most touching in his life? That he doesn't have house, no home at the age of 9 years old. But there's a lot of people who help him as an instrument to help him and to be a home for him. And even Queen Elizabeth became his wife, and I'm so amazed by the story. But he served the military for 18 years, I forgot now, and he became a strong man, a strong integrity, and he has that strong love for his country, for his family, and for his legacy. And I love that. And he has that principles to pass it into generations to generations, that when you have that idea and if you want to become successful, you have to create, you have to have in your mind, you have to have that desire to have that success by your own, because God has given us gifts. And I'm so blessed about this man, and I'm so inspired by what he has done, by his works, by his bravery, by his love for people. And I just want to show you guys the unity and the uniformity of these people,
much has been made about the relationship between the two brothers as we see them walking separated by their cousin Peter. But such a solemn day to see a family. I mean, obviously the grandeur is nothing any of us could relate to, and yet we watch it as a family we've always known.
That's right, and Lisa, between the two brothers today is Peter Phillips, the son of Princess Anne, and he's well known to both of them. He's a little older, and he's a real man about town, and they both have a great relationship with him. So it is said that if there is one person who can sort of relate to both these people and bring them together, which everybody, let's face it, is watching for today, some signal, some sign that Harry and William are going to relate or acknowledge or maybe talk to one another. He is the one who could do it. They will sit separately in the church. William and Harry will be on opposite sides, but Harry will be sitting with Princess Margaret's son, one of the Armstrong-Jones boys.
Also said to be very close to Prince Philip and his sister and the Queen. I can tell you that the card on the wreath left by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex inside the chapel was handwritten by Meghan, who is said to be watching the funeral from her home in the U.S. Again, she is heavily pregnant with their second child, so not able to be here. This is an 8-minute procession you're seeing.
And you can bet that given the prince's dedication to timing, this will be precisely 8 minutes. I'm sure you can put a stopwatch on it.
David Johnston,
we
you're
also
watching
see
in
on
also, and I'd love to get your thoughts as we see, you know, a man at the forefront of British life longer than most people have even been alive. And today, the country and the